Good morning, good morning, good morning. Happy Friday. Ooh, one of my favorite days of the week. You know what I'm getting ready to say. This is the day that the Lord has made. We're going to rejoice. Oh, that's part of my praise nugget this morning. We're going to rejoice and be glad in it. This is Gigi. It's Friday. Yep, we made it to the end of another week. Getting my steps in. Come on, join me if you can. I tell you, the weather is changing. I'm having to put on my layers because it's getting cooler. It's getting ready to get into the colder part of the year. Yeah, I got to start layering. Got my jacket, got my hat. Next will be the heavy hoodie. Then it'll be more sweaters. Gonna be the knit hat. Gonna be the scarf. But anyway, I'm not gonna rush that. But it is a beautiful day. It's a sunny day. Beautiful day in the 757. Oh my goodness, on Fridays I like to do my praise nugget. My praise nugget. And as I was reading the devotional for today, it's entitled Pray Always. And it comes from that's what First Thessalonians 5:17. It's one of those short verses, you know, um, pray without ceasing, meaning to pray continually. And I was thinking about the short verses in the Bible. This is my praise nugget for today. And you'll see why I'm saying this in a minute. Great things come in short verses. Verses in the Bible. Great things come in short verses. And I was thinking about back when I was growing up, when I was a child, younger, we went to a Pentecostal Holiness Church. And every Sunday, First Lady, the bishop's wife, would call the children up to the front. And the signal would be, she said, suffer the little children to come unto me, forbid them not, for such is the kingdom of heaven. So that was our cue to come up to the front. So it was called the Sunshine Band. We were the Sunshine Band. And each Sunday, we were supposed to say a Bible verse. You know, we go by the alphabet. You had to do a Bible verse that started with A, and whatever. Then, B. I remember this so good. B would be the Beatitudes. You could always find the B. Blessed, blessed are they, and so forth. And then, but if you were in a pinch, T was easy too, because you could find a lot of verses with T, just start with the. But anyway, um, but if you were in a pinch, the verse that you would fall back on was the shortest verse in the Bible. Jesus wept. Now my mom won't go on for that. Whatever the alphabet, I was supposed to say that verse, but a lot of the children, you know, and I remember Mother Kemp, and you stand up there and you can think of that. She said, Jesus wept. Jesus wept. So that was your fallback verse. But I as I got older, I found a couple other short verses that are powerful. And it's right in this First Thessalonians. First Thessalonians 5:16. Oh, this is my one. Uh, Rejoice evermore. Rejoice. Only two words. It's like Jesus wept. But rejoice evermore. That means always be joyful. And you say, always be joyful? Oh, yeah. Sometimes it's hard to be joyful when you lost a loved one, when you're sick. But, like the verse says, weeping may endure for a night. Joy comes in the morning. The joy of the Lord is your strength. There's something that you can still be joyful about. Might take a little bit, but it says be joyful for a reason. Always be joyful. Sometimes that can be hard. That can be hard. But we can find joy really in anything and everything that comes up. I know that sounds crazy, but if the word says to be joyful, I believe we can be joyful and we can find joy because the word always says, for we know that all things, although they're not good, although they're not joyful, all things work together for good for those who love the Lord and are called according to his purpose. Yes. And then that second short verse I just mentioned, pray without ceasing. That means to pray continually. Pray continually. I'm not saying that, you're supposed to be on your knees all the time and your eyes closed, but being in constant communication with the Creator. What a privilege that we can carry everything to God in prayer, that we can talk to Him about everything. Oh my goodness, anything, everything, good things, bad things, Lord. I need you, Lord. Tell me what I need to do. Oh my goodness, what a privilege. Pray continually. And you know what the icing on the cake is? This is not something that I'm just saying or something that Paul is saying, but Paul just puts the icing on the cake. The reason why we should rejoice always and we should pray continually and give thanks. Oh my gosh, give thanks. Oh my goodness. In everything, give thanks. That means in every situation, in every circumstance, we have to give thanks. Why? It's not my will, it's not Paul's will, but this is the will of God. Oh, I told you, great things come in them short verses that we should rejoice, always rejoice evermore, that we should pray without ceasing, pray continually, and yes, give thanks in every situation. You need to try it sometime. In the midst of everything that is going on, we need to give thanks. Yeah, give thanks when you lost a loved one. Yeah, give thanks when you're sick. Give thanks when things ain't quite going. Give thanks when you're broke, busted, and disgusted. Yeah, give thanks. Rejoice. If the word didn't say it, you know, I would say, well, I don't think that we can do that. But if he says do it, he that's what he means for us to do. That's what he means for us to do. In spite of, rejoice evermore, pray without ceasing, and give thanks in everything. Did I say everything? In everything give thanks. Why? Because this is the will of God. Let me do that whole verse. In everything, in every circumstances, give thanks, for this is the will of God in Christ Jesus concerning you. Oh my goodness, I told you, great things come in them short verses, in those short verses, not just in Jesus' will. All right, all right, all right. Keep that in mind. Well, let me just make a few announcements. I hope you have a great weekend this weekend. Oh, come on, join us this Sunday. We're always rejoicing. We're always giving thanks for what He's done. Come and join us at Grace and Twine Ministries. We're located at 3923 Deep Creek Boulevard. My husband is the founding pastor. Oh, we would love to have you. 10 o'clock, y'all. 10 a.m. this Sunday on the corner. We've been called, the street we on, they say we're on the corner of hope and possibility. Hope and possibility. So come, because you'll find real love at the gym. Also, I would like to invite you to join me Saturday. Saturday is How Would Jesus Invest? Yes, I come on each Saturday sharing about that taboo subject they don't want to talk about in church, or the dirty words, money, finances, prosperity, and wealth. And I'm coming straight from the word. coming straight from the Word with some tips and things based on my book, How Would Jesus Invest? Breaking the Poor Man's Mentality. And this Saturday, my boo gonna be with me, my partner, my partner in love, my partner in parenting, and even my business partner, Pastor James E. Gilmore Sr. Okay, we've been love partners for 42 years. We've been partners in parenting for 40 years. And yes, we've been business partners for over 12 years. Oh my goodness. I'm talking about the father's business. Yep, for about 12 years. So join us tomorrow. The topic is going to be combining money, marriage, and business. Combining money, marriage, and business. You don't want to miss this one. Pastor James and I, this is going to be a good one, giving you some tips, something that you can apply, especially as a married couple or you in business and things like that. So that's going to be 10 o'clock on the Gem Nugget channel and Facebook Live. Subscribe to the Gem Nugget channel. We're at 26,000 subscribers. It's so exciting because we're gaining about average of 1,000 new subscribers each week. To God be the glory. If you missed life study, tune in to that. And Pastor James was on last night, coming from Psalm 1 about the blessed man. The blessed man is in that top 1%. And you'll see what I mean by that if you tune in to Life Study with Pastor James. But we just thank God for all of his blessings. And just another reminder, I told you, Pastor and I, we've been business partners in the Father's business for now 12 years. We're getting ready to celebrate the 12th anniversary of Grace Entwined Ministries on November the 9th. It's going to be a breakfast. It's a Saturday at 9 a.m. And we have an awesome speaker that's coming, Minister Corey Jones from Calvary Revival Center. I always say awesome family man, beautiful family. And he is the leader of the group called Brothers Rising Up Hill. Bruh. So we're looking forward to that celebration because it's a brethren thing. It's all about unity. It's all about unity. Whether we're talking about in a marriage, in a business, in a family, it's all about unity. So I hope you have a great weekend. But don't forget, there's some great things in those short verses in the Bible. Rejoice evermore, pray without ceasing, and just give thanks, because it is the will of God. Have a great, great, great weekend. Stay warm. All right, bye.